higher than a seventh round pick. I guess what did you see from him then? What do you see?
It's funny. We had a very small sample last year at this because he got hurt. But we all felt, management, coaches in that small sample, that kid's a hockey player. He just has a presence about him. He has a compete about him. His skill is transferable skill because it's hard skill. It's not just flash and there's a lot of substance to his game that we've felt every time we've been with him. I think he's a winning hockey player, and I thought he showed that tonight.
What do you see on the ice that substance?
Well, he's like the goal, right? It's the goal at the end there. It's a great goal, and it looks so pretty and the poise and all those things. But at the end of the day, it's also it's a fearless goal. He plays in hard areas because he took it to the back post, right? A lot of players, especially young players, are going to settle for the snapshot on the short side, and they're not going to take that puck to the back post because it's big boy hockey, and sometimes you take pucks to the back post and you get lit up. And I had no doubt that he was going to take that thing to the back post. Everything else was just posturing to try to fake people. So he just has a lot of bite, a lot of substance. He wins puck battles. He can win faceoffs. I want him on the penalty kill. I want him on the power play. I want him out there at the end of the game trying to protect a lead. I'd probably want him out there trying to score too. So he's a very useful hockey player.
Savoy and his line had a difficult matchup with the guys they had out there. How do you feel like he handled that assignment?
I thought really well. I thought they had chances. The other team had chances, right? That's what happens when you play players of that caliber. And that is a hard assignment. And Savoy's work rate, again, as we've talked about, is just so high. He comes up with pucks. So even on a night, and he made a lot of plays tonight that could have ended up in the net and didn't. But as we talked about yesterday, I think it was, or maybe this morning, Savoy on a night that isn't all over the scoreboard still helps you win hockey games because he does all the other things. He competes, he's fast, he forechecks. I double shifted him the whole third period. He played center, and then he'd come back and play right wing, and then he'd play center. So real credit to him.
Did that invigorate him? In the second period, I thought he looked really fatigued. Maybe the injuries hit him. Then you did that in the third period. He was all hyped up, ready to go. And I go, nope, he's not fatigued. He's going.
Yeah,
Do you think that helped him playing that double shift?
I do think it helped, and he's obviously young and he's a great skater, so he can handle it. We did that with Paterka and Quinn at times last year. Sometimes we intentionally dressed 11 forwards in 7D so we could do that. One game, JJ wasn't feeling that good, and I just double shifted him the whole game because I didn't want him to sit on the bench and think about not feeling good. I think that players of that caliber, it really gets them into the game. And if you skate and think it like he does, you can handle it.
On the other side, you got a good look at your Slafkovsky. What were your thoughts on him?
As advertised. Yeah, Slafkovsky was as advertised. I saw him at practice, and I was like, my gosh. I mean, he's massive, right? He has a presence about him. He's got the square jaw. He looks like a man. And then I think most players in a rookie tournament on that hit in the third period would have gotten blown up. Berzola, that's a good hit. It was clean, but it was good. It was heavy, and he didn't even move. So I thought he was fantastic, and he looked like a number one overall pick.
Do you have an update on Bloom?
It's upper body, day-to-day. I don't know. I haven't talked to our doctors post-game, so he didn't come back in the game tonight. Prospects challenge. We're not going to put him in any risk. We'll find out a little more tomorrow.
Considering you guys really, as a team, really haven't played as a team, was it really impressive the way you defended in that third period, the last 10 minutes or so, defended the lead? As I said, considering you guys haven't played together.
Yeah, we talked about a couple things defensively. We didn't have a lot of time for systems, and we didn't want to bog them down with systems. We want them to play. We want them to attack the game. We did talk about coming back, how we arrive into defensive zone. Get back hard and hit your edges. And if you simply do that, you're going to be a decent defensive team. I thought most of our issues from a scoring chance against were more turnover related, not defensive zone coverage related. And we talked going into the third period that you have to flip the mind now. This isn't summer hockey anymore. We're playing a real game with an NHL jersey on against an NHL opponent. And we can't, now you got to play like it's the third period of a game you're trying to win. And I thought our guys handled that for the most part in a pretty mature way for a young group, which was great to see.
Linus, I mean, he stood out. He's one of the older guys. I mean, do you expect a guy with his experience to stand out in a tournament like this?
Yes, but expecting it and doing it are two different things sometimes, right? So, sometimes when you expect that of yourself, you can put a little too much pressure. You try to do too much. I didn't think he did any of that tonight. I thought he played really good hockey. I thought he back-checked hard. I thought he won puck battles for us. He made offensive plays. And he played, like you'd like him to see. And he played like a dominant player in this tournament, which was great. Brett Murray made that statement last year, and I know Linus wants to make that statement this year.
Seth, what did you see in Spencer Silva's game tonight? He brings kind of a unique grit.
Yeah, I like him a lot. He's athletic. He's got a lot of pop. He wants to jump into the rush offensively. He can shoot it. He hit the post in the third period, creeping in, which is great to see from a defenseman that he has the confidence to do that in that situation. I've known him for a long time. Like, he's a dual citizen. So he was in consideration for the U.S. national team. So I was tracking him when he was 14 and 15. So I've watched him quite a bit. There's a lot I like about his game, and I thought he showed really well tonight.
What do you think of the goalies? Both of your goalies seem to have strong performances.
I thought they were both outstanding. The first period could have been 4-4. It was as you'd expect in a Prospects tournament, a little bit of fire wagon hockey, a lot of skill on the ice, plays being made. I thought that Beck was outstanding in the first, even though he gave up two. And I thought Tomas was very calm. He looked like he did at the World Juniors, which was this moment didn't look too big for him. It didn't look too big for him there. It didn't look too big for him tonight. I thought he did a really good job. And then we haven't talked about it. I just want to make the statement, like, Isak Rozin, what a block shot, right? That's winning hockey. So that's a first-round pick. That's a skill player. That's an offensive-minded player that did a lot of really good things tonight. And yet he's going out there with 15 seconds to go, and he's going to eat a puck to win a hockey game. I thought that was a great sign for what he stands for as a player.
Did you like having Suhonik come in on the penalty kill?
It's a good question, and I was thinking about it, and should I hold? But that's not fair to him. Some of the times it might be better because you get shots right away, right? You're not sitting there thinking and having faced the puck. You know you're going to get work. So it gets you right into the game if you can get through that 2 minutes. He got through the 2 minutes, and it probably helped him at that point after that.
What do you think of Laxtonen's game?
I thought he took a real leadership presence on the ice. He was our loudest player. He was our most vocal player. He calmed the bench down. He calmed the guys on the ice down with how much he talked. We talk about how good it is for the rookies to have Weisbach and Rusek and Laxinen at this tournament, but it's also really good for them because they get to be leaders and they get to be the assertive one. Laxy's been used to being on a decor with older players, and now he's the alpha of the group, and that's a great opportunity to show that presence and grow as a young man.
You mentioned a few times that Matt Savoy doesn't seem like he's 18. What did you notice about him just on the bench, handling that workload, and kind of how he adjusted to wearing an NHL jersey for the first time?
Calm. It looked like, again, that it wasn't that big of a deal. And I know it was, and it is a big deal. But he doesn't show it. He's not emotional. He doesn't come off of a bad shift slamming his stick. He doesn't come off of a great shift too high. He has a real calm presence about him, which I think is extremely important in becoming an elite player. I guess the last thing I'd add, is I thought the Burke line, I know it's listed as a fourth line, that line was massive in us winning a hockey game tonight. Not only in the scoreboard, but with how hard that threesome played for us tonight.
Is Burke okay after that hit?
Burke's good. Yeah, Burke is good. Thank you.